Hi, it's Andrea with Safire Training, and today we're here with your third trimester workout video. All right, we're gonna get started with a little bit of a warm-up. We're gonna do 30 seconds of each move. 3 little warm-up things. You can repeat them a couple times if you need to. Today, we're just gonna go through everything once. Starting with our butt kicks with those arm pulls. So you're gonna kick that butt back as you're pulling those shoulder blades back and together. So if balance is an issue, again, holding onto a chair, a couch, whatever you need. Going faster, slower. You just want to get that heart rate up a little bit, start and warm up that body, get those joints loose. As always, we have a little bit of rest in between each move just so you can get that heart rate back down. And let's take a little break. Second one we're going to do is a little bit of a high knee with an arm push out. So when you raise your legs and your arms at the same time, it brings that heart rate up a little bit. So we're going to do that starting now. So you're in a high knee, pushing the ceiling up. No weights to start with, just loosening up upper and lower body. And you can do a forceful exhale if you need to. Like that. Whatever you need. Just remember to breathe. And rest. We got one more little warm-up move. These are called tap-out jacks. They're like a jumping jack, only without the jumping. So your arms and your legs get a little bit warmed up. We're gonna start now, tapping it out to the side. And again, faster, slower, whatever pace suits you. And as you're further along in the third trimester, you might be going a little bit slower. You might be just doing the warm-up and that's all you get today. That is totally fine. Just be proud that you're moving the body. And rest. All right, so we're gonna start our circuit up next. So our first move we're gonna do are wide leg squats. Feet are out wide. Toes are pointed outwards, heels are in, wide leg squats, down and up. You can add a weight if you want, otherwise just squatting down and up is totally fine for you. Now as you get further along, again, the belly is gonna sit a little bit more in the middle, so that's why the wide leg squats are a little bit more comfortable than the narrow squats at this time. I like to move the arms just to give them something to do. And resting here. You're gonna follow me over to the bench. We got step-ups coming up next. And we're gonna do step-ups, 15 seconds on each leg. If a step like this is a little bit too high, you can go ahead and use a littler step if you have steps at your house. So whatever feels comfortable to you. If balance is an issue, definitely go for a smaller step than we have here today. We're halfway, so go ahead and switch legs. Make sure your heel's on that step. So you're pushing up and you're using those glutes to help you step up. And rest. All right, your next move you're gonna need is a stability ball. I don't have one out here today, but I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. So if you have a stability ball, you can do that. If you don't, you're gonna follow me. So we're gonna do figure eights. So you're gonna do hip swivels, making an 8. So again, this helps create room in that pelvis for the expanding baby, and it gives you a little bit more comfort and the baby. So I'm literally just drawing a figure 8 with my hips. You're gonna reverse the direction because we're halfway. So I'm making that number 8. And if you're sitting on the ball, you'll be doing the same thing, only on the stability ball. And then resting here, grabbing your weights. We got bent over rows next. So again, you can use a little bit heavier if you want. Otherwise, if you're like, I'm not really feeling it right now, lighter weights are fine. Bending over at that waist, squeezing those shoulder blades back and together. Exhaling as you come up. Wrists are facing each other. You're halfway. If you want to work a little more biceps, you could turn the wrist facing outwards, and then you get a little more biceps engaged. And rest. Next move, keep those weights. We're gonna do our pulsing lunges with the bicep curl. We're gonna do 15 seconds on each leg. So one leg is forward, one is back. Now if balance is an issue, drop one weight, hold on to the couch or a chair as you're doing the pulsing lunges. Or take your feet out a little bit wider so they're not quite as narrow stanced. And that will help with the balance as well. And we're halfway, switch legs. Exhaling as you curl, remembering to breathe, because we're almost done. And resting. Last moves, you're gonna come down to the ground, side planks, each side. 30 seconds. If you want, you can hold up on your toes. Most people find it a little more comfortable in the third trimester to hold up on the knees. So we're just holding here. If 30 seconds gets to be too long, go ahead and stop at 15 or 10 or whatever you can hold. The main thing is your hip is off the ground. Your body is in one straight line. And I like to work the side planks versus the plank in the third trimester, just because your abs sometimes start splitting with that diastasis recti. And then switching sides. And not everyone gets diastasis recti, but if you're super fit, sometimes the abdominals will split. And up. So that's why I chose to do the side planks versus the regular plank. Then you can decide what's right for your body. Ten seconds. And down. All right, that was our third trimester workout. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below, and go ahead and read the directions if you want a little bit more directions to repeat it 2 or 3 more times.